Gonna have to forgive me. I am checking out Doug. Doug makes really nice videos on YouTube about cars. I also have a car channel. Good morning, y'all. The man, not the myth. People, I'm Chris One of the Chris One Radio Group. You are checking me out this morning on Law Talk Radio, 98.3.com FM. I want to talk to you guys this morning about stress. Um, and I am, of course, coming to you live from League Studios. And I want to talk to you guys about stress. I don't really think people understand stress. I think people go about their life as stress is something that you have to deal with. I look at stress. Let me just tell you how I feel about stress. I'd rather have AIDS than have stress. I'd rather have the Ebola virus than have stress. I'd rather drive down the street. I'd rather put some wax on my Toyota Prius, make it look all clean, roll up on a prostitute that looks like she's on every drug in the book. I'd rather deal with that individual than deal with stress. I am often asked, as I was asked yesterday, why are you single? And I think that, to me, that's like asking, to me, a juror, why wasn't you chose to be in the jury pool? You just wasn't picked. Here's what society don't ever want to understand that I choose to understand. I'm going to always acknowledge the fact that the good guy finished last. What you're not going to hear me have is a constant abundance. Good morning, Jerry. I see you. How you doing, sir? What you're not going to do is have me go through an abundance of bad things. Like I'm just going through this bad thing just to say I'm in a relationship. So I'm going to talk about that this morning here on WLAW Law Talk Radio. I brought Facebook to join me on this thing. I'm going to talk about stress this morning, all right? The laws of stress, because a lot of individuals don't understand stress. A lot of people go through life. Listen, I told you guys that I rearranged my living arrangements. I paid off $81,000 in debt last year. I have no stress in my life. None at all. I have no stress in my life. So I'm going to give you guys some examples of what I mean by that. What's going on, Adam? Hey, it's so good of you guys to join me on my 8 o'clock show. I got the crew that normally joins me on my 10 o'clock show, but I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm just going to come and rock this out, and we will be back at 10 o'clock as always. I have on my carpet cleaning uniform. I did carpet cleaning. I started carpet cleaning back in 1987 with Stanley Steamer. I have been doing carpet cleaning now for 32 years. Currently, I do not carpet clean homes. I only do offices. I do homes for real estate businesses that hire me, and no, I don't have to interact with people. Let me tell you about the stresses that came with being a carpet cleaner. 9 times out of 10, the person that calls the company would be a woman. And we would ask the two basic questions. I'm talking about stress this morning here on WLEW Law Talk Radio. The two questions that we would ask are: the carpet's heavily stained or soiled? No. Do you have pets? No. Then when we get to the house, there's a dog bowl, a stench of urine, brown spots in the carpet where the dog went to the bathroom in the carpet, and some thug waiting for us because he's the offsetter. She just baited us into coming to the house, and then the thug is going to be the dude. I'm bleeping it out, by the way. The thug is going to be the dude that tells us we're going to clean the carpets for the price that was given to us over the phone. Then I have to toss somebody because I'm my father's son. Y'all know this. I say this all the time. So then it's like, well, sir, you have a dog. Yeah, but I'm saying we take the dog out. Sir, the dog, I smell urine. I'm saying the dog went to the bathroom, and then it's a big thing. Now the laws of you trying to play me for a fool, I'm not going to allow you to break those laws. You're trying to now fool me. You are trying to now have me think that I am going to clean this carpet. I am going to get up, I'm going to grab my items, and I'm going to leave. People, that's stress. When you walk into something with an expectations of one thing, and then it goes left for the worse, for better or for worse, that's what you call stress. You hear people say it all the time. Come on, man, you're stressing me out. I don't deal with stress at all. So let me tell you about the last relationship I was in. Because I'm very good at analyzing things, and I'm terrible at lying about somebody. Once again, I am terrible at lying about somebody, and I'm excellent at analyzing things for what it is. The last relationship I was in, I dealt with a woman that I said, and I quote, this woman did an excellent job at cluttering the pathway to my pain. You see, we all got it on in life. We all did. You did, and you did. We all got it on in our life. And the results of that, it's painful. Getting reminded of this, it's painful. The one thing that I admired about this individual that I dated, that I was in a relationship that I was dating, this woman did an excellent job at creating clutter in the pathway of my pain. But then something happened. This woman wanted to now change the agreements of our relationship. This woman said, you know what? You're not giving me what I want. I want to start, I want access to your pain. So she started moving the armoire that she put there. She had the quarry company come move that 3,000-pound boulder that she put there. Now she wanted to, instead of tell me how she really feel about things, she wanted to invoke some stress by way of pressing buttons. People, I'm going to tell you something, you guys that been following me for years, nobody pressed my buttons. Now here's the agreement with that. I'm not going to press yours. You're not going to press mine. I was dating a woman. She was Jennifer Lopez's cousin. And this woman said a woman is supposed to press your buttons. I said to this woman, you might not want to press my buttons. All of mine, they're connected to nuclear bombs. You will love me, and that's it. We will have issues. You will get mad. But as I told you guys, we are going to attack the things that make you mad, and you and I are going to attack the things that make me mad. There's never going to be time in, I've been with you for 10 years now, I can press your buttons. You will not ever press my buttons. Ever. You will get up in the morning and you will make me happy. Problems, relationships do go through problems, but self-inflicted is not one of them. If I'm talking wrong here, people, somebody please allow me. I will give you the floor. If this script sounds a little bit off keel, allow me. Good morning, Diane. How you doing this morning? I see you. Appreciate you for being here, Miss Diane. Just please, I'll give you the floor if I'm saying something wrong. Because when you say this to a woman, you get, yeah, but you know, relationships ain't perfect. Yeah, but y'all know how I feel about yeah, buts. Okay. There is no version of you pressing my button that's acceptable. Not one. How many times have you ever seen a sport? Very well said. Adam said that's called respect. How many of y'all how many of you ever seen a sport where the team is fighting? Ezekiel Elliott today was reported that he signed a 6-year, $90 million deal, contract extension. Do you think Ezekiel Elliott is going to be arguing with Dak before they yell hike? Nope. Do you think Jerry Jones would have brought Ezekiel Elliott back if Ezekiel Elliott was Antonio Brown, stress factor number one? Terrell Owens, stress factor, all these divas. That's one thing I can say about Ezekiel Elliott. He's not a diva. He's not. He may get in trouble like a little boy, but he's not a diva. You can work with the trouble. You can't work with a diva. It's hard to work with a diva. Antonio Brown complaining about the helmet rule. I ain't playing. I'd rather retire than play with the league registered new helmet. You stressing the Raiders out, Chief. You stressing them out. I want no parts of stress. I think black people invest in it too much. I see old white people happy. I see old white people with a khakis on and a shirt, old man riding on his lawnmower in his house, and the old white lady just fixing a flower bed in the house, around the house. And then I see old black people miserable. I see old women want to be single. I know women in my family that traded stress, that erred on the side of stress, only to grow old alone. I want no part of stress. None. It's my enemy. It's my kryptonite. You will not stress me out, but I won't do it to you neither. You will not come home and get mad at me. You will not, that old theory, you so mad you go home and kick the dog. Come on home and kick my dog if you want to. I will annihilate you. People in my life, everybody can ask me why am I single when they don't hear me say, I'm not going to argue with nobody. Think about this. For individuals that were listening to me for years, how many times have you heard me say, yeah, when my ex-girlfriend said this to me, I cursed us out? People will listen to a pattern. There will always be a pattern with me when it comes to people telling me I ain't shit. I told y'all, you can say whatever you want about me. I'm not going to say nothing. You mean to tell me you're not wise enough to realize that a person will always try and say something to you? How many times have you ever heard somebody in life say, I've been cursed out all my life and never said nothing back? People, that's why I'm single. You will never, no one, I work for myself because I know my worth. I'm single because, you guessed it, I know my worth. Let me end it with this. I wrote a book. And one day I was doing Uber and Lyft. And I had this couple. And we was talking, you know, when you drive an Uber and Lyft, they always want to talk to you, get a feel of you. Because Everybody want to say, yeah, when you do Uber and Lyft, yeah, you're a grown man. You got to have more than just this. I mean, what? Let me get to know you. So, so Chris, what do you do? Um, Retired military. It's easy to say people, yeah, I'm retired military. Oh, and then they, what do you? I build bikes. I'm a bike builder. Oh, wow. And then when I start talking, then it's like I go against their perception of an Uber and Lyft driver. Yeah, I got a radio show, I got a studio, and then they're sitting in the back seat like, damn, we thought we were better than him. I start stressing them out. You know why I start stressing them out? Because I derail the pattern conversation that they have. Now, it's not a heavy stress, I'm not going to lie. But when I start talking to them, yeah, I build bikes. What? Yeah, I got a studio. What? I got this. What? What? It's just the what's just keep on coming. I need y'all to follow me. So I was talking to this couple, and then I said I write books, and then and then as soon as I said I write books, then the wife cuts the man off. What books you wrote? What kind of books? I don't know. Oh, how do you write a book and you don't even know what type of book you wrote? Because I write manuscripts. It's kind of like Jay-Z. He goes into the studio and don't write his raps down. Lil Wayne goes into the studio and don't write their raps down. Tupac wrote his raps down. Tretch from Naughty by Nature. These are all individuals that got to write their raps down. I just happen to be an individual that just can regurgitate books like they're nothing. I'm not an author by trade. I just wrote a manuscript and wrote a book. So at this time, the wife starts hitting me with a barrage of questions. Hold on, honey. Let me take over from here. Because this guy sounds like he's doing better than us. Exactly, Diane. Appreciate that. I exceeded their expectations. You're exactly right. So she says, I said, look, I, because I'm so proud of where I'm at, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to try to make me seem like, oh, the gyro of music. I'm not, listen, I'm a nerd. I'm an introvert. I tell you guys that. When I come out of my little shell, I want things great. If you don't know what a nerd and if you don't know what an introvert is, look up the definition. That's me. I am happy by myself. So the trade-off of you thinking you're going to stress, every introvert is a stress to every introvert, stress is a kryptonite. When you start stressing me out, you think that I'm ready to rebuttal with you when in fact my brain is. When you start stressing me out, you think that I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, rah, 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 rah. But you don't know. When you barking at me, stressing me out, I'm going, oh, oh God. Oh. And you think I'm a lash back at you. I'm getting the hell away from you. The energy that I'm going to put into responding to you will be in my legs walking away. Let's be clear on that. Thank you, Diane. Stay like that. I definitely will. I love it when women come on the platform because even though I love the fellas, when the fellas is here, but I have so many women that tells me I'm wrong. And last night, when I did last night's show, y'all know I had Miss Gloria. Miss Gloria is a grand fan of mine. Miss SP News Nuggets gave me $100 contribution a couple of weeks ago. A female. Miss Gloria gives me about $20 a week contribution, and I appreciate that. Miss Stewart comes on here and give me contributions. Alicia Stewart. And I appreciate that. So thank you so much, Miss Gloria. Of course, I got the fellas here as well. But y'all know when I speak things, women just seem to get offended by what I'm saying. And telling y'all this story now is the same thing. So the wife says, well, I said, well, I wrote a book now. Self-published? I said, no, I got a book deal. Once I said I had a book deal, she shut up. You see, the world of book writing. Where's my book? Oh, here it is. You see, the world of book writing. Oh, the world of book writing, right? The world of book writing means more if you get a book and publication deal. But when you self-publish, it's whatever. Anybody will write a book and self-publish. But when a publishing company believes in you, now it's whoa. So I said, so I'm driving, and she just rattling off the questions. What about what time? Yeah, I got a book coming out in August, in April. I said, I got a book coming out in April. Self-published? No, I got a book deal. Question stopped. Then the husband said, Chris, you got to forgive her. She works at Barnes and Noble. Well, asking me all these questions was very noble of her. People, listen, if you're ever up in the North New Jersey area, I want you guys to check out Jefferson's Cafe. Jefferson's Cafe, the finest in Southern cuisine. Jefferson Cafe with 2 locations on Day Street in Orange, New Jersey, and another location on Mapes Avenue in Montclair, New Jersey. Jefferson's Cafe, the finest in Southern cuisine. Hey, tell them Chris sent you. Appreciate you guys for checking me out for this edition of WLAW Log Talk Radio 98.3.com FM. I'll check you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.